Reality Bites, proudly sponsored by S. Clift Foods.
Hi, welcome back to Reality Bites. Last week we saw Nathan doing his take on the signature restaurant dish with his accompaniment. This week we have a young girl called Evie from East Riding College. Now she's going to be doing the same signature dish with her accompaniment. Let's see how she gets on. Here's a little bit more information about today's great venue.
It's been an incredible journey. We started back in 2013 with our original restaurant on Beverly Road. It started with the concept of doing something different to what the traditional Indian curry houses are.
So the chef, he worked with the Banaras and Gymkhana. These are the Michelin star restaurant in London. So it was hard for me to convince him bring from London to home. But he happy with the concept, the ideas, everything.
A little bit of fusion between the local produce that we get in Yorkshire and mix it with our ancestral Indian cooking, contemporary cooking, coming from various parts of India, so it sort of includes all the type of cooking that we know, and in the authentic way.
And the Marine, I think this area is one of the best location in Hull, and everybody like to come here. When people booking, they want to come to Marina because it's better location, very view, and this restaurant came number 15 in Britain, best location. So I can say this now is what the people appreciating about the location and restaurant and everything. So it's quite vibrant here. We're pleased.
Evie has the same Murg Tariwala dish to produce as Nathan did last week. Here's a recap on how the team do it here. Each heat of our competition pits two students from the college against each other, with one of them going into the semi-final against the winner from another college. Here's a little bit more info on this week's competitor, Evie.
I'm doing level 3 catering and hospitality at East Riding College. I'm working at Pipe and Glass in South Dalton at the minute, yeah. I want to travel, so see where that takes me. Still working in the kitchen. And just probably higher up really, maybe working somewhere new, working away. It'll bring a lot of, it'll be on the TV, so obviously a lot of people see it, and it is a good college to come to as well, especially if you wanted to learn catering and hospitality, so it'll be good for them. And it'd be nice to win, but I'll just give it my best shot and see how it goes. Yeah.
So will we, Evie, so will we. Okay, week 2. Back with Blair again, and we had a great week last week.
We did.
You know, and hopefully this week with Evie, we can see where she now benchmarks herself against Nathan from last week.
Yeah, and I think, you know, Nathan did really well last week. The food was really tasty, it was well spiced.
It was well balanced.
It was a really nice balanced meal, and I did love his Indian take on a bread and butter pudding. I thought that was really nice with the brioche and the crispiness and the moistness of that. It was really, really nice. I mean, I think afterwards, you know, we both agreed that perhaps the Murg Tarawala could have been a bit more saucy, if you like, should have been more of a stew than what it was. That said, it was a nice plate of food.
Yeah.
You know, the chicken was nicely cooked, and it was, as you say, it was nicely balanced. So, yeah, you know, got it all to do today.
We have to remember, these are young aspiring chefs.
Yeah.
You know, they're at the start of their career, and you know, they're only going to progress and become better. So, like, taking them out of this comfort zone of college or where their workplaces are currently, I think it's a really good thing, and this is where this Reality Bites show is really good for us to see where they are on a benchmark on their own skill levels as well.
Yeah. Right, onwards. I think she's doing the prep at the moment, isn't she?
She is actually doing the prep. She looks calm though. She looks
Come
calm.
on, bring on the food.
Yeah, we're hungry.
I've done 3 years at college, at East Riding College, and I've also done 2 years of apprenticeship work at Sleepers Bar, and then I'm now at Pipe and Glass, South Dalton. I mean, I like my Indian food as well, so I'm always cooking at home also, so.
As Nathan did, Evie is cooking Tapasya's Murg Tarawala. So what has she chosen to go with it?
I'm making the dessert for it, which is with chilies and pepper. So with a passion fruit and mango sorbet and mango coulis, I think. So you pull the stalk off from the pineapple to see if it's ripe enough to use.
While Evie carries on with her prep, here's a recap on how Nathan did last week. Hello David, back here at Tapasya again. So you brought us another student from East Riding College.
Yes, I've brought a young Evie this afternoon. She's just started her level 3. She was currently working at the Pipe and Glass, a nice quality Michelin-starred restaurant locally. She spent maybe 6-7 weeks there now, so she's just working under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, which is this kind of environment is going to happen.
Yep, I see that, but I see a little bit of nerves in Evie today because there's a little bit of unusual nerviness in there. Maybe it's the camera that's playing on her mind a little bit of pressure time-wise as well. So, but I think she's settling down.
It's very difficult for these young trainees to come into an alien environment and then cook for people they don't know as well, and understand what they need to do, a dish they've not done, so it's the restaurant signature dish, and it's kind of having that balance and not letting the pressure get too much to you, but you have to work under a pressure environment because all chefs do.
There we are, we're always in the firing line.
Yeah.
You know, the stove face is sometimes being not a friendly environment.
No.
You know, I mean, people like, I hate to say this, but you're of an age where we're used to that now.
Yeah.
These youngsters, they're finding the feet, but I've got every confidence that she will get there.
You're always remembered as a chef by the last meal you plate. It makes no difference what you do before. You're remembered by the last meal you serve.
Yeah, and it's like I say to the students when we first start at the college, if you buy a new coat, you buy a new telephone, you've got something tangible.
Yeah.
If you're cooking for customers, what do they leave with? They leave with a memory.
Yeah, that's it.
And we've got to work hard to make sure that memory is as good as the last one.
Yeah, completely.
Because you know, if it's a good meal, they'll tell 3 people. If it's a bad one, they'll tell 10.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, we are humans as well, and people forget this,
Yes.
and human error will come into cooking and how we are as people, and that happens,
right.
you know. Time to catch up with Evie as she finishes her prep, ready to start the cooking. Chef,
Yeah.
how are we doing?
Doing all right, I think.
All prep done, all ready to
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
So you have 1 hour
Yeah.
to do the restaurant signature dish
Okay.
and your accompaniment. Good
Okay.
luck.
Thank you.
As soon as the cooking starts, though, Evie seems to have a bit of a lapse in concentration.
Oh, I just put them in the wrong bowl. Oh.
And that's not the only problem she has at this early stage.
I am quite nervous, yeah, but these just take forever to do, and I left them till last minute to do. The skin's just supposed to peel straight off, but it's not. It's nice to do. It's not going right for me.
With the issues adding up and time ticking away, the pressure starts to take its toll.
Can I just go outside for a minute? I don't feel very well. I don't know, I feel well sick. Can you come here?
Will Evie be able to turn it around?
I don't want to do it.
Reality Bites, proudly sponsored by S. Clift Foods. Reality Bites, proudly sponsored by S. Clift Foods.
Before the break, Evie was feeling a bit under pressure as she began her cooking. But after a chat with her lecturer David, she was soon back on track. Okay, Evie, how are you getting on?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
I'm all right, yeah.
Not too stressed, a little bit stressed?
I am a bit stressed, yeah.
It is a stressful environment because kitchens
is.
are, and I know you work in a stressful environment anyway, but we just, you know, remain
Yeah.
calm, produce the food. 'Cause food's about opinions, nothing
It
else.
is.
So the pressure of you producing what they do here is not necessary for you to get stressed about. It's your
Yeah.
interpretation of this.
Yeah,
And then you're going to be on time, you've got 10 minutes,
10 minutes.
yeah? To
I
be
should
finished
be-
with your dessert, yeah?
Yeah, yeah,
Happy?
yeah,
Good. Good
Yeah.
luck, and plate
Thank
up
you.
soon, all right?
yeah. Oh.
Okay, chef, 2 minutes. That's it, then stop cooking.
Here we are, look at this.
Oh, that's grand.
Doesn't it just?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how did you get on then, Evie?
It was a bit stressful, but
You had a bit of a wobble, didn't you?
yeah, but in the end it's turned out all right, so I'm quite pleased with the outcome. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So how have you found cooking this traditional Indian dish?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it, and it tastes good as well. Well, I think it does. So.
And the pineapple, what have you done with this pineapple? How have you done it?
It's basically just sliced pineapple with a bit of sugar, pepper and chilli, with mango and passion fruit coulis and mango and passion fruit sorbet as well.
And you think this is going to accompany the...
Yeah, because it's not too spicy, the dish, but it's something to cool the palate down and stuff as well, so it's quite nice.
So So you might be able to give him the recipe now, won't you?
Yes. Then we can put in menu.
Exactly, yeah.
It looks great. It looks very nice indeed.
Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, let's dig in then,
All right,
chaps.
here we are.
I'll have some...
A bit of rice to go with it, obviously.
Oh yeah, Indian food, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this looks completely, you know, this looks completely
This
different.
this is a very different texture,
Yeah.
isn't it? More sauce,
Yeah.
by
It's
the looks of
better.
things.
So this is better for you.
Yes,
This is
it should be more saucy. Yeah.
so it's traditionally more like you would expect. Okay.
This one with the rice and with the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's too dry, then very hard to eat with the rice.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Mm.
It smells really good.
Yeah. Great aroma.
Nice colouring.
That's nice. Yeah. Looks
Quite a lot
quite
of
fresh.
onions in this.
So.
Quite a lot of onions in
Yeah. There wasn't in the last one, was there?
No,
It's actually not as spicy as the last
I
one.
was
is it?
just about to say the same thing.
Mm.
I think she tried very well.
Yeah.
What I'll say, but of course, when somebody do the first time understand the spices,
Mm.
so for me it looks like the spice is a bit low.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Yeah. That,
So it needs more.
Yeah.
a little bit more of a kick.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling more like a tomatoes flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get more tomato hit from it than the cardamom and
Yeah.
the chili and.
The last one was spicier, but still not as spicy as the dish that your
Yeah.
chefs do.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
See, sauce is perfect. The spice should be
Yep.
perfect. Just the seasonings and spices. I think for me.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you put it on your palate,
Yeah.
it's kind of loose, kind of losing it.
It's an appealing looking dish.
Yes.
So yeah, so yeah,
I
good
mean,
job.
I'm only meant to be tasting this, but it's a good, just too good to leave.
Yeah, that's
Just a bit of undercooked chicken there as well.
yeah.
It's a shame, but never mind.
I can't really get a lot of chili from this, whereas the bread and butter yesterday, you got that hint of the chili.
Yeah, there's not a lot there, is there?
No.
That's a nice pineapple
Yeah.
with a bit of sorbet.
Yeah.
With the
And that-
chili and the spices that Evie's put in hasn't.
They haven't come through. It's
haven't
just
come
it's
through.
just all pineapple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shame. Shame. Okay, gentlemen, I think we need to retreat to the bar and have a discussion about who we think has gone through, and let's talk about like the pros and cons of all the dishes and kind of put heads together. So yeah,
Sounds good.
who's buying the beers? What do we think about them? So Nathan, let's touch on Nathan first, the first one.
I think Nathan done a great job. The food, the curry itself, very good flavor. First should be. And chicken cooked very well.
Yep, nice and caramelised, wasn't it? Yeah.
Only downside was sauce was a bit less.
There wasn't enough of it.
It's
Was there?
enough
It's
sauce.
too dry.
Yeah, because the name of the dish is Murk Tari Wala. Tari Wala means more saucy.
It was a good dish. It was a tasty dish, and the ingenuity of the dessert, the bread and butter pudding. You could tell he'd thought about it. What was ostensibly a classically English pudding,
Yeah.
he put a bit of a spin on it, put a little bit of spice in there, add the brioche with
Yeah.
the crunchy outside. And the nice moist inside, and you had a really, really nice dessert there. I thought the whole thing was
Yeah.
a nice dish, just let down a little bit by the lack of sauce.
Yeah.
That's it.
So comes to Evie.
Okay.
She had a little bit of a wobble. Bless her.
A little bit of wobble during it. I think that cameras and time limits
Yeah.
and foreign kitchen and all those
Yeah.
sort of things.
Most professional chefs that have been doing it a long time would still struggle as well. We
and they'll
have.
have done far worse than she did
Yes.
today. I think she did.
Yes.
I think she did a really, really good job.
Yeah.
I think again the dishes look nice. There was a lot of colour there.
Yeah.
More sauce with the main dish. The pineapple for a start was beautiful, but it was pineapple and sorbet with a bit of coulis on the side. There didn't seem to me to be anything special about
Yeah.
it, but it looked nice. It was nicely presented.
So right, we
So we
better.
need to make a decision.
Yeah, I think we probably should have a couple more
I
drinks.
think the beers win.
Cheers, boys. Okay, welcome back. and this is to announce who out of you two is going through to the semi-final. So we're going to give you a little bit of feedback on what you cooked, how you cooked, and who's the eventual winner. So I don't know if you want to start, first player, on some feedback.
Both dishes were excellent. Let's just start there. Both dishes really good. Both set the bar very high. Evie, your dish had plenty of colour. Both dishes. As far as the pineapple was concerned, you got me as soon as I saw the plate, because I love pineapple, so thank you for that. The onions, perhaps there were a little too many of them, and perhaps we felt could have been sweated down a little bit more, so they weren't quite as intrusive into the dish. But the chicken was lovely, it was nicely cooked, a bit lacking in the flavour.
Nathan, I like the chicken. It's a really nice flavor, well cooked, and balance of spices was perfect.
Yeah.
Go with nicely with the rice and bread. But I would say downside of the dish was sauce. Need to be more sauce. As I say, tari wala means it's more saucy.
I've got to say, considering you've gone into a professional kitchen that you've not been before, I know that you both work in the industry as well, so I think you should pat yourself on the back and go, actually, we've done incredibly well. But there does have to be somebody that goes through to the semi-final. So the person that's going to be the young chef going through to the next round is Nathan. Well done. Well done. How do you feel?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Shocked? Seem a bit shocked.
Oh, I didn't know how we'd go down, and it's sort of relief as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, well done, chefs. Well done. Great job. Great job. All right.
It was great. Evie, how do you feel?
I'm alright. I'm glad I don't have to do it.
It hasn't put you off from cooking?
No. I'm just glad. Better you than me, I'd say.
Pressure's on you now.
Exactly. Next round. Next round.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. So Nathan's Mug Tariwala and his bread and butter pudding did enough to send him through as our first semi-finalist. Next week, we have the first of our 2 students from Lincoln College going head-to-head at the Advocate Arms in Market Raisin.
Yeah, first time I've really majorly worked in a different kitchen, but it's good to have the experience to be able to be in here. Kind of the slow part of the minute, but once it gets near the end, I'm sure I'll be a bit more stressed.
I can guarantee everything that Rob's done, mine will taste the complete opposite. It'll be lovely, both in their own right, but they will not taste the same in the slightest.
And there's a competition between these 2 guys as well, apparently. Yeah. So hopefully there'll be no fisticuffs at the end.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Reality Bites, proudly sponsored by S. Clift Foods.